And now, a British TV Watchlist Zoom In. We're focusing the lens on one standout actor who deserves a closer look. Let's get stuck in.
Today we focus on actor Stephen Graham. Stephen Graham doesn't just act, he shows up. Every role he takes on feels like he's cracked open the character and climbed inside. Sometimes he's raging through This Is England as Combo or unraveling in Time. Graham's performances hit you in the gut. He's not chasing awards. He's not trying to be charming. He's an actor delving deep into the character. And that's why we keep watching. Stephen was born on August 3rd, 1973 in Kirkby, Merseyside, a working-class town just outside of Liverpool. His mother was a social worker, his stepdad a mechanic turned nurse, and his biological dad stayed in the picture too. His family background is mixed, Swedish and Jamaican roots, which gave him a unique perspective on race and identity, especially growing up with siblings who looked different from him. The acting bug bit early. At just 8 years old, he was spotted in a school play, Treasure Island, by actor Andrew Schofield. Schofield told his parents, "Get this kid into theater." They listened, and Stephen ended up at the Everyman Youth Theatre in Liverpool. By his teens, he was hooked, eventually training at Rose Bruford College in London. That early exposure to raw, socially conscious theater shaped everything that came after. You probably first saw him in Snatch, playing Tommy with that fast-talking, street-smart swagger. Then came Band of Brothers, Gangs of New York, and Public Enemies. That's where he played Babyface Nelson opposite Johnny Depp. But the real turning point, This Is England. His portrayal of Combo, a violent, broken skinhead, was terrifying, heartbreaking, and unforgettable. He reprised the role in the TV sequels, This Is England 86, 88, and 90, and each time he got deeper into the character's pain and regret. From there, Graham became a go-to for emotionally intense roles. He played Al Capone in Boardwalk Empire, which was wild. His heavy Scouse accent disappeared, and he absolutely owned the Chicago gangster character. Then came Little Boy Blue, where he played the detective investigating the real-life murder of 11-year-old Reese Jones. That one crushed people and won him a Royal Television Society Best Actor award. More recently, he's been on The Virtues, Time, Help, and Boiling Point. Each one is a masterclass in emotional realism. In Time, for instance, he's a prison officer trying to do the right thing in a broken system. In Help, he's a care home resident during COVID opposite Jodie Comer. Both performances earned him serious acclaim. Stephen's personal life is grounded and refreshingly normal. He married actress and producer Hannah Walters in 2008, and they're a proper creative duo. She's acted with him in Boiling Point and helped produce Adolescence. More on that one later. They've got 2 kids, Alfie and Grace, and he's always said Hannah's been his rock, especially when it comes to managing his mental health. He's been open about living with dyslexia and depression and how acting has helped him navigate both. His tattoos tell their own story. An eagle on his chest, a cross on his hand. He's got a web on his neck and symbols scattered across his fingers and forehead. They're not for show, they're part of his journey. Stephen Graham is still very much a Kirkby lad. He mentors young actors, speaks out about working-class representation, and never tries to polish his accent or persona for the industry. What you see is what you get, and that's refreshing. In 2025, Stephen stepped behind the camera a bit more with Adolescence. This is a Netflix miniseries he co-wrote, produced, and starred in. It's a psychological deep dive into childhood trauma. It's both haunting and brilliant. The cool thing about the production of Adolescence is that when you watch any of the 4 episodes, you're watching one complete take. No cuts, no edits. Each episode is one continuous take from beginning to end. It earned him 3 Emmy nominations and showed that he's not just a phenomenal actor, he's a sharp storyteller too. He's also returned to the Boiling Point universe with a sequel series expanding on the original film's one-take intensity. As Chef Andy Jones, he's still battling burnout, addiction, and the chaos of kitchen life. It's raw, stressful, and weirdly beautiful. And yep, he's still doing the big stuff too. He popped up in Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and the sequel, Venom, The Last Dance, proving he can swing between indie grit and Hollywood spectacle without losing his edge. Stephen Graham loves telling stories that matter. His characters are messy, complicated, and often deeply flawed, but they're never fake. He says, there are always certain things that you tap into, your own personal experiences, and I try to base my characters on someone I know or someone I've seen. He brings up the kind of emotional honesty that makes you sit up and feel something. He's not just a Watchlist favorite, he's one of the most important actors working today. And that's your British TV Watchlist Zoom In, Stephen Graham. If you'd like to support this podcast, please do check out our Patreon site. You can also support us by shopping at Cozy Earth or pinsandaces.com and use our promo code BTVW1 to get up to 30% off when you check out. Hey, thanks for listening and for your support of the British TV Watchlist. Cheers!
The British TV Watchlist Zoom In. Remember to like and subscribe to the British TV Watchlist podcast and Substack. Thanks for listening. All rights reserved. Copyright 2026. Michael T. Media.